Welcome to one of the most baffling probation revocation cases we've ever covered. This is the story of Juan Carlos Mejia, a man on the brink of a decade-long prison sentence after vanishing for nearly a year, with nothing but a story of grief, homelessness, and mental illness to explain his absence. But here's where it gets complicated. He claims to be a daddy's boy who couldn't report to probation because of his father's death, but he doesn't even know when it happened. The judge calls him out, the prosecution doesn't hold back, and the excuses start falling apart fast. But beneath all the contradictions lies something far deeper: trauma, poverty, untreated PTSD, and a legal system deciding whether to punish or rehabilitate. Should mental illness excuse total disappearance? Or is it just another manipulation? Stick with us, because by the end of this hearing, the judge hands down a sentence that shocks even the courtroom. Let's break it all down.
So, how could you be a daddy's boy if your mom is telling you your father has passed and you don't even know? All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 6583 State versus Juan Carlos Mejia. Could I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Mr. Mejia.
And are you Juan Carlos Mejia?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and cause? I'm sorry. Did you review the document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Juan Carlos Mejia, aka Juan Manuel Mejia, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 6583 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on September 10th, 2024 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Juan Carlos Mejia, aka Juan Manuel Mejia, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
The state will waive and abandon the remaining violation.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the turning point. Juan pleads true to the probation violation, and the judge warns him, you're now looking at up to 10 years behind bars. For missing a single condition, reporting. The law doesn't need a complex excuse to revoke probation. If you vanish and don't report, that's enough. But should it be? Let us know. Do you think the system should be this strict with those struggling with homelessness and mental illness?
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
That is to deny the state's motion to continue probationer on deferred adjudication, but to amend conditions to now include local ISF followed by ISP supervision.
Now the judge asks probation how he's been doing, and the silence says it all. They can't even load his file because he hasn't made a single move on probation. No reporting, no updates, no progress. This isn't just neglect, it's a complete disappearance. The system is built on communication, and Mejia never picked up the phone. Does that erase all room for compassion?
All right, probation. How has he been doing on probation? Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No
No
objection.
All right, and let me see here, just one moment. It's coming up slowly. Something's happening with my computer. Yes.
There's not been any progress, Judge.
All right. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Juan Manuel Mejia.
All right. So Have you ever reported to probation?
No, ma'am.
Right.
Here it is raw and painful. When asked what he's done for probation, Mejia simply says, nothing. His excuse? The death of his father. But watch how the story unravels. He doesn't know when it happened, didn't attend the funeral, and provides no proof. It's emotional, sure, but the judge sees something else. Inconsistency. Is this man grieving or lying?
So you've done nothing?
No, ma'am.
Why have you not reported to probation?
Because my father had passed away
When?
2 days ago when I got out.
When? What date? When is this?
I don't know the date, ma'am, but 2 days I got out, my mom called me. He said that my father had passed away. He had cancer.
Mhm.
And then I was going through a mental issue because I'm a daddy's boy.
So, but nobody's seen you for close to a year. So that's October, November, December. That's 3 months. Did you call probation at any time?
No, ma'am.
Then there's January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Here we are. And you haven't done anything. You never contacted probation. We can't help you if you don't contact anyone. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation.
This is a hard truth of the justice system. Mejia says he was homeless, phoneless, and had no way to contact probation. But then the judge asks, how did your mom call you? And suddenly, there's a phone through a friend. This contradiction hits hard. In court, credibility is everything. One slip-up? It can cost you your freedom.
Because I'm homeless, I ain't had no phone, none of that.
Did your mom have a phone? How did your mom contact you to let you know that your father had passed?
Because our friend had a phone. And plus, I didn't know the probation number.
Okay, what you're telling me does not make any sense. You don't have a phone, but somehow your mom is able to contact you. And then she contacts you because another friend has a phone. How did your mom know you were with this friend?
Because she knew I was staying with him.
Mhm,
Because my mom don't let me in her house. Like,
mhm.
the stuff I done past.
All right, and so were you checking in on your father?
This one.
So how could you be a daddy's boy if your mom is telling you your father has passed and you don't even know? That doesn't make any sense to me.
When I got out, you're right.
So, I mean, you haven't done anything. So I don't think you're appropriate candidate for probation. I mean, we require that the bare minimum is reporting. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call probation. I don't think you're a good candidate.
And there it is. The judge has heard enough and says out loud what this entire courtroom is thinking. You are not a good candidate for probation. It's not just about the offense, it's about follow-through. Reporting is the bare minimum. When even that isn't done, the court sees it as total disregard. But is it disregard or the symptom of a broken life?
So I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty, and revoke. Any recommendation for time?
Your Honor, I believe it's third degree 2 to 10. The state would ask for 4 years.
I mean, before that, I'd like to ask some questions
Sure.
to the probationer.
Yes, and who knows, maybe the state will change. I don't know. So you may ask some questions.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Mejia, once you got out of jail and put in probation, where did you go to?
I ain't had no home.
Yes, and where did you go?
I ain't had no home until my friend told me I could stay there for a couple of days. After that, I left.
Okay, and how long were you there with your friend?
3 days.
Okay, and after you were there for 2 days, where did you go next?
The streets, I was just homeless,
Okay,
sleeping on the streets.
and do you have, at that time, do you have employment? Okay, and did you try to get some employment?
No,
Okay, as far as you know, do you suffer from any mental illness?
This moment changes everything. Mejia opens up about having PTSD, experiencing psychotic episodes, and being off medication while homeless. He describes flashbacks, hallucinations, and a deep fear of what he might do during those episodes. This isn't just a probation case anymore, it's a mental health crisis. So here's the question, should the system punish him or provide the treatment he clearly needs?
yes,
And what that mental illness is?
PTSD.
And do you take medications for that?
Yeah,
Are you regularly on medications for your PTSD?
not when I was out there.
And why would you not able to get your medication when you were out there homeless?
Because I got a couple problems, like mental ill problems. I could barely understand.
Okay, but you understand now?
Yes, because I'm on these meds.
And when did you start taking your meds?
When I came from the other county, and they brought me over here, and I've been over there for like 3 months, and then I've been taking them since then. And I
Okay,
feel like I'm in the right state of mind.
and do you have insurance?
No,
Do you have any money to pay for your medications yourself?
no.
Okay, and if you can explain to us, if you don't take your medication, what happened to your mind?
I start having flashbacks, and I start having psychosis. It's more to it. It's not just that.
Okay, and when you say flashbacks and psychosis, can you just give us an example of that experience?
Like my uncle, he used to hang himself, and I got real problems. If I don't, like real things, bad things could really happen to me.
Okay, and so once you get out on probation, you heard that your dad passed away. Is that right?
Yeah, and a lot bad. That
Okay. And you didn't have any access for your medication during that time, did you? And were you having these psychotic episodes?
yes, sir.
No.
Now it gets even murkier. Mejia receives SSI, a lifeline for the mentally ill, but his mother controls the money and she gives him nothing for meds or basic needs. The same mother who won't let him stay in her house. If this is true, he's not just mentally unwell, he's been abandoned. So who failed first, him or the people around him?
And why is the reason that could not get employment?
And, I was getting SSI.
Okay. And who gets your SSI check?
My mom.
And is your mom giving you some of that money for you to purchase your medication?
You know,
Okay. And if you're on your medication and you receive treatment, do you think you would be able to follow the instructions of probation?
yes, sir.
And do you think you may be benefited if we can find a sort of probation with treatment for both your mental illness and probably some drug problems?
Yes, sir.
And is that you would ask the court to do?
Yes, sir.
I have no more questions. Sir.
Any questions?
State has no questions, Your Honor.
All right, so you were released. And you went to go live with your friend because your mom doesn't want you living with her. Is that correct?
No, I was homeless for a little bit, and then he called my other homie with the phone, and they were talking, and he told me, I told him I'm homeless, I ain't got nowhere to go, that I could stay for a couple days.
No, no, no. My question is, you were released from custody and you can't live with your mom. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so 2 days later, you are living with this friend,
Yes, ma'am.
and then something ends up happening with that living arrangement, and then you become homeless again?
Yes, ma'am.
The judge delivers a brutal breakdown here. She highlights every contradiction. How Mejia says he had no phone, yet got calls from his mother. How no one saw him for nearly a year. How there's no funeral, no dates, no proof. At this point, the court isn't just weighing facts, it's judging credibility. And Mejia's story is collapsing fast. Do you think the judge is being too harsh or just realistic?
All right. So I didn't hear anything in between there, that he went to his father's funeral, that anything happened with that. The only thing I know is he's saying his father passed, which I still have nothing to show that that's true. His mother, who doesn't want anything to do with him, calls around and happens to know some friend, random friend, that reached out to him. I don't know how that friend reached out to him because he said he didn't have a phone, but she reaches out to this random person, lets him know his father has passed, and he goes into a tailspin and doesn't report for approximately 10, 11 months. Is that what happened?
It's the problem here is that we don't have the mom to ask her those questions.
Mhm.
And so it would be very difficult for any of us to know what exactly happened.
No, I'm just listening to his story and following what he's saying. I still don't have an explanation for why he didn't find his way to probation, or why, since this friend has a phone, why didn't he call probation? He's saying he doesn't know probation's number, but when they go over conditions with you, they give you that information of who to contact.
This is one of the most powerful legal moments in the entire hearing. The judge accepts Mejia's mental illness, but refuses to let that excuse his complete lack of effort. Her words are clear: no one can help you if you don't show up. That's the hard line courts draw. Mental illness can explain behavior, but not always excuse it. Do you agree?
I hear that, but I also hear that he did not have medication, that he was having psychotic episodes, that he suffered from hallucinations and flashbacks, and had no money, had no home. And so we can do that if the court wants to hear from the mom
No, I
or
don't need
anyone
it.
else, that'd be
need to hear
great.
from mom.
And so here we are. And by way of argument, we know, and he has admitted that he has not reported. But we also know that the defendant has a mental problem. I mean, I don't have the documents with me, but I think if we can take that as face value.
No, I'm going to accept that as true, but my whole issue is nobody can give somebody help if they don't even show up. That's the bare minimum. He's just disappeared. Nobody knows what he's been doing. He says he's been homeless. I'm going to take that as a fact that he has been homeless, but he has still not presented the court with a reason why he couldn't report to probation. So I don't think he's appropriate for probation. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find him guilty, and the court is going to revoke. So, state, are you still requesting the 4 years?
Your Honor, the state would go down to 3.
Surprisingly, the judge doesn't max out the sentence. Instead of 10 years, she gives 3 and recommends therapeutic treatment. It's not leniency, but it's not cruelty either. This decision walks the line between punishment and rehabilitation. In your opinion, was this fair? Should he have gotten a second chance, or even more time?
All right, the state is requesting 3 years.
2.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. give you credit for any time served, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. I've recommended the therapeutic community for you. They will help with any type of mental health issues you may be suffering from or any type of drug addictions. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you, sir. Those are the last words Mejia hears before being taken away. 3 years in prison and maybe, just maybe, a path towards stability through therapeutic help. The courtroom is quiet, but the implications are loud. The justice system isn't just black and white, it's deeply, painfully gray. This case shows the brutal tension between accountability and empathy. On one hand, we have a man who vanished from probation, provided no proof of his father's death, and ignored all reporting obligations. On the other, he suffers from PTSD, homelessness, psychotic episodes, and receives no help from his own family. In the end, the judge struck a middle ground, 3 years behind bars, with a shot at therapeutic rehabilitation. But the question remains, did the system fail Mejia, or did Mejia fail himself? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Thanks for watching.